So if you've been following the channel for the last 14 months since we started it, you've probably seen us talk about the pros and cons of Greenville, Travelers Rest versus Simpsonville, all the things you need to know before you move to our area, cost of living, the whole 9 yards. Well, you're probably tired of hearing me say the same old, same old. So in this video, I thought it would mean a lot if you could hear firsthand from the folks that we have helped directly from our YouTube channel over the last year who have moved from out of state or from other towns in South Carolina to Greenville County, and hear firsthand what their experience is, where they live, how they like it, and do they regret their decision. So today we are at our annual Greenville Drive Client Event. We've got over 100 past clients here tonight, and I've asked for a select few to give their unscripted, unedited account of what relocating to Greenville was like, how they like living here, and would they do it again. As always, my friends, my name is Sawyer, your friend in real estate here in the upstate of South Carolina, and it's our goal with this channel that we are your #1 resource for all the things that you need to know about relocating to Greenville. If you like this information, if you like our content, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment in the comments below, and most importantly, give me a call or shoot me an email. My contact information will be at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. Let's do it.
Hey, my name is Jonathan Clater. My family and I moved from Minnesota down to Fountain Inn, South Carolina. A couple of things that we love about Fountain Inn is the slower pace that it has compared to some of the other neighborhoods surrounding Greenville. We also, with moving farther outside of Greenville, we were able to not have to sacrifice on the amenities and the size of the house. We got a pool and a lot of the things that we were looking for in our budget. If I was moving back to Greenville again, if I were to do it again, I would consider your shopping options. Obviously, some of the neighboring towns don't have all the options. We got lucky because we're close to Simpsonville. But that's what I would consider if I was moving from the north back to South Carolina again.
My name is Renee. I have been in Greenville about 3.5 months. I moved here from Southwest Florida, about 20 miles above Fort Myers, and I came here to escape all the hurricanes that keep rolling into the coast of Florida. My son and daughter-in-law live here in Greenville, so it was another reason for me to choose coming here. Things that I like about Greenville, it's a foodie town, so you can go up and down the main street, eat at any kind of restaurant flavor you want. Lots of Broadway shows come here. There's lots of music here, lots of downtown activities. I bought a condo in Taylor's, which is just a suburb just outside of Greenville, and I love it there because it has a small town feel. Lots of barbecue, lots of art shows, lots of crafts events. I've already made some friends in my neighborhood, so I'm so excited to be here.
Hi, we're Keith and Darcy. We moved here from Minnesota, bought a house here this year, and we live in the North Main neighborhood.
So our favorite thing about living in North Main is we're considered downtown, but we're actually not in downtown, and we can walk into downtown in a little over a mile and enjoy all the restaurants, the park, and then we don't have to worry about all the parking in downtown since we can walk in. The neighborhood of North Main is fantastic because it's an older, more historic neighborhood, so we've got all these really fantastic trees and all the houses are really unique. And then we've got the holiday events that happen, Halloween, where they have a big event on Earl Street, and then at Christmas they have all these massive Santa Clauses that are massive that are down Earl Street as well. But then the neighborhood in itself is just really quiet, and it's a really fantastic area to live.
Yeah, and it's just easy to get around to where we are.
Yeah.
So we can be within 5 minutes. We can be on 385. We can be on Wade Hampton Boulevard. We can be on Poinsett Highway.
Yeah.
Just very easy to get to where we want to go. And there's just so much to do in the area. It's just a perfect place to land here in Greenville.
The only thing I will say is I do not like that all the shopping is all in one spot and everybody has to go there with the traffic on the weekends. That's the crazy thing about Greenville is where you have to go shopping.
Hey everybody, I'm Nina Aubert, and my husband and I moved here from South Florida, May of 2020. Yep, that's right in the beginning of the pandemic. And we landed in Travelers Rest. And one of the main reasons is because think of South Florida and hundreds of thousands of people, and then you'll think of Travelers Rest, this little quaint, small, Main Street town, and it really has become such a home to us. For someone who didn't even want to move here, Travelers Rest has provided so much goodness. I love it because it's 20 minutes from Greenville, and I love city life, but it's also tucked away with wonderful shops, wonderful restaurants, and incredible people. And if you wanted to know, we actually were named, I think, number 4 in the state or number 1 in the state for our farmers market. And that farmers market kept me going every single Saturday. I met so many cool people that are still my friends today. So I am so grateful to be in South Carolina and to live in Travelers Rest.
Hi, I'm Rob,
And I'm Terry.
and we moved to Simpsonville from Chicago in October 2023. What we love about Simpsonville is the rolling hills and just the natural beauty of the area. So we love that we can go hiking 20 minutes away at Paris Mountain and zip into Greenville in just 20 minutes or so. The weather is just fantastic here. Winters are very mild, and just really loving the friendliness of the people. And some considerations are that the car insurance tends to be a little bit more, the road's a little rough, but you can save over $10,000 on your property taxes each year. So it's definitely a win-win. And I don't know if you have anything to add.
Just the people down here are great. Everyone's welcoming, and got to get used to that y'all. But we're loving it down here, and we're hoping that it doesn't get even more crowded. But hey, we can't complain. So.
Hey, I'm Gina. I'm originally from Northern California and bought my house in downtown Greenville. I decided to buy here because I love how close I am to downtown and all the amazing restaurants, all the events, the baseball games. It's really easy to walk downtown, but I think what's the best about downtown Greenville is the ability to be on the trail and right close to Unity Park and Falls Park.
Hey, I'm Vlad. This is Jessica. We met in New York. Both were raised in New York. We then moved to New Jersey and raised our family out there. After about 18 years in New Jersey, we decided it was time to go, and we followed our daughter Ellie to Clemson. And we moved to Greenville. Spent 2 years renting there. Absolutely loved the area. Kind of fell in love with Greenville. We were looking at a couple places in South Carolina. We were looking at Charleston, T.G.K. area, and when we saw Greenville, we absolutely loved it.
It was the river.
Yeah, the river sold us. Great town, and we rented for 2 years, and we were ready to go. We got in touch with Will.
Actually, we got in touch with Will before we even came down to Greenville. He was one of the people in Facebook. I connected to a Greenville Facebook page, and then we just kind of were enveloped into the Will Sawyer family. So when we first even came down here, we came to the Greenville Drive event here at the baseball stadium. We hadn't even thought of buying a house yet. That was when we were in that duration of renting. But we were already welcomed in, and it was a no-brainer to reach out to Will. He's been so there for us throughout our entire stay here in Greenville that when we were ready to buy, it was just like, we have to call Will. I call Will the Matthew McConaughey of real estate.
All right.
So yeah, Will showed us around. We looked at a couple of areas. We looked at Greenville. We looked at Simpsonville, Greer, and we looked at Travelers Rest. We absolutely love Travelers Rest. My wife's from Upstate New York, so there's
the
mountains.
Are just it makes me feel like home. Even down here in South Carolina, coming from the mountains of New York, there's just something about it. And Travelers Rest is close enough to things, yet far enough away. So we do have to travel like 15, 20 minutes to get to Walgreens or Target or something, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It's just beautiful up there for the activities that we do, and it's great. We love the area.
Yeah, bought a house and a golf course, enjoying life. And yeah, Travelers Rest is great. It's kind of halfway between downtown Greenville and Hendersonville and Asheville, so the location's fantastic. Couldn't be happier.
Hi, we're the Bennetts.
I'm Hank.
And I'm Nancy.
We just moved from South Jersey about 6 weeks ago to Simpsonville.
We love it here. The weather is wonderful. The neighborhood we bought in has just great, fantastic neighbors that are so welcoming here, which we found everybody, the restaurants, the grocery stores, everybody here has been so welcoming, and that's been a very nice plus. The convenience, everything here is within a few miles driving distance. Today's the first day to see the ball game here. This beautiful downtown Greenville, and it's just gorgeous weather. You couldn't ask for a better night, and it's just great.
I love the fact that everything is on a slow pace and very relaxing. And again, our neighbors have been just wonderful, and it's been a super move. We're glad we moved to Simpsonville, South Carolina.
Hi, I'm Cam, and I moved here with my family from New Hampshire, and we basically just moved here for better weather. And we definitely got that so far, but we also got a lot more. For one thing, the people here seem to be a lot more friendly than they were back up in New England, and we didn't really expect that, especially based on the internet, where they said some natives weren't very kind to people incoming, but we found the complete opposite. Everybody's been super welcoming here. And we chose to live on the east side off of Pelham Road because we wanted a good-looking neighborhood with some trees and a backyard, and we wanted to be 10 minutes from everything, which we are. And my parents and brother have come a couple times, and we're just 10 minutes from the airport, so that's been super convenient.
Hi, we're Bert and Julia from Reading, Pennsylvania. We moved to Simpsonville, South Carolina in November of 2023.
We've been here 9 months and it's been great. We really like Simpsonville. It's a nice, quiet little town. A lot of things to do in the evening. There's Vaughn's Warehouse, like to have dinner, listen to live music.
Close to a lot of parks, nice places for families to hang out.
The other thing we like about Simpsonville is that we're like 15 minutes from everything. It's 15 minutes to get downtown. It's 15 minutes the other direction to get to Fountain Inn. And there's always something to do.
Yes. Yeah, and we found Will through a online videotape on YouTube. And that's how we met him, and he became our realtor. And we loved working with Will. He was so helpful to us in the process.
I met Will through YouTube, and he was super helpful and probably one of the most knowledgeable people I've ever met as far as it relates to Greenville. Like, he knows the ins and outs of all the areas around Greenville, and he found exactly where we needed to live, and he came through for us.
Will was fantastic. We knew pretty much what we wanted. We had done some research beforehand before we drove out here. We spent time walking around. Once we met Will, we were in great hands. He answered all of our questions, made us very comfortable, very welcoming. Couldn't ask for a better realtor, absolutely.
Yeah, we found a house in about less than a day.
Yeah.
And we have been watching his videos for probably over a year, getting very familiar with South Carolina, the Upstate. And he's done a great job in information on all the little towns. And when he did Simpsonville, and when we came down to visit last September of 23, went into Simpsonville and found that, boy, this is a super little town. So he's been great.
It's a great town. We'd highly recommend Will for your realtor, hands down.
Working with Will was awesome. He asked a lot of questions about what I wanted, what was important to me, and walked me through the entire buying process. And then it only took a few houses to find the perfect house. We went through the negotiation process, and he helped with everything through the time of the contract to the time of close, and it was a great process.
Our experience working with Will was fantastic. We moved from Chicago, so we had to do all this remote, and Will was on top of everything. He kept us informed of each step and process. He was able to go above and beyond by doing remotes for us and walkthroughs, and videotaping that and sending that to us. So that was just fantastic. In fact, we trusted him and bought the place sight unseen, and it did not disappoint. And so, yeah, we had a great experience with Will.
So our experience with Will was by far the most fun. He was so casual, but yet smart in what he was doing. He really listened to us. We fell in love with a builder. And so we really wanted a certain house, and he would find that certain builder's house in different locations, and then him and our daughter would rush out to go check the house and FaceTime us in South Florida. Well, needless to say, none of those houses actually worked out, but what did work out is we found a piece of land. And so he was patient with us and knew that we really wanted to get a little bit of acreage, and so we did. We found acreage in Travelers Rest, and then we built the home of our dreams. And so we can't thank Will enough for taking such good care of us.
Well, it was super easy because we actually bought the place remotely, and he made it really easy and seamless because we didn't even step into the place until well after we bought it. So it was really easy to do with him.
Yeah, he really did make it easy. And it was just easy for somebody who wasn't close. We could get connected to him in whatever way, whatever medium we needed to, video, chat, it didn't matter. He was always available, and it just made it easy.
And his expertise in helping us understand what the laws down here were and how to buy another place when we were up in Minnesota, and everything we needed to do from that standpoint was fantastic, and it was super easy for us to get it done that way.
Will and his team did an excellent job helping me. I didn't really know what I wanted when I came to Greenville, and he showed me a wide variety of different locations and different types of homes, and I really appreciate everything that he and his team did to help me find the home that I work from home, so it's not only a place for me to live, but a place for me to work.
We loved working with Will Sawyer. He was super friendly. We actually found him through a referral of a friend of ours in Greenville. He responded to our text right away, and we were able to find a house within 2 weeks. He was really helpful with the builder. We bought a new house, and he understood that entire process really smoothly. So we would highly, highly recommend Will Sawyer for your next move, whether you're building a house or buying a house in the Greenville area.
So there you have it, folks. An unscripted, unedited, first-hand take from my past clients about what their relocation experience was like here moving to Simpsonville, Greenville, Travelers Rest, and other towns around Greenville County. Now, if you're thinking about relocating to our area, I would love to help you. So please give me a call at my cell phone number below, or shoot me an email at my email below. I would love to chat with you about your relocation to the Upstate. And I would love to see you at this event next year as a past client. Thanks so much. Well, this video is going to be a about Greenville County, the Upstate of South Carolina. Great thing to do and easily in the evening. I'm a local real estate expert here in the area. All time, we're right behind me is a really cool place called Freight Yard.